Hello and welcome back to Meraki V Writes. I am Autumn Vera. I am so excited. It is a new month, guys. Can you believe we are already in the month of September? Time has gone by so quickly, and especially with COVID, we are still in the midst of trying to figure things out. Kids are going back to school, there are students going back into college, and we are still here trying to make sense of how things are supposed to work going forward. But one thing is for sure, those of us who love books will keep buying books. And this week has been a great week for books for new releases because we have a couple of exciting ones that came out. So I am very happy to show you guys what I got for my September book haul. They were the books that came out for this week, and not only that, I just feel happy that I got them. I just feel happy that I have them in my collection, because when I tell you I was looking forward to these books all year, I was looking forward to these books all year. I cannot stress enough how much I wanted these. Okay, so let's dive into this tower of books that I have right here, and let's see what we have. All right, so the first book that I have for the month of September that I got for my book haul is Girl, Serpent, Thorn. So this book, if you guys don't already know, this book is about a young princess who unfortunately is cursed, and her touch is literally poison. So she is trying to figure out who exactly she is. Her own twin brother is getting married. And in the midst of everything, even though her family has hidden her away from everyone, locked her away, threw away the key, just didn't want to deal with her, they think that she is some kind of monster. So now she has to either try and figure out, is she going to stay at home locked away, or is she going to escape and try and find a way to either cure herself and have her freedom, or is she going to have to live with the power that she has? So I am intrigued with this book, Girl, Serpent, and Thorn. This has been all over Bookstagram for the past month, and I can't wait to dive into this. This will probably be one of my winter reads, even though I have my fall reads picked out. I don't want to change. There's just so many good ones that I want to get to, but unfortunately, I can't read them all. There's not enough time. So I'm going to have to schedule and see when I'm going to get to this beautiful book. Look at this cover, guys. It is gorgeous. I love the embossed letters on this. So yeah, if you guys haven't checked this out, you can go to the link in below and go ahead and purchase your copy of Girl, Serpent, and Thorn. All right, so this next book is a book that has also been raved about on Bookstagram. It has been compared to Avatar: The Last Airbender, not the core version. Let's not talk about that, okay? I'm talking about Aang and the Avatar, all right? The Avatar. So this is Set Fire to the Gods. I am very excited to get to this. This is one of my fall reads, and I cannot wait to dive into this book. It is beautiful. Look at this cover. So if you guys haven't heard about this book, it is about a young girl who is set in this battle arena. Everyone who around her has either these bending powers or ability to do something, and they are set against each other, her and this companion that she's traveling with, friend or foe, we don't know yet. And so they are set death battle and trying to figure out exactly what is going to happen between them and the gods that they are trying to defy. The world around them is in utter chaos. Will they succeed in their goals, or will they be consumed by the flames of the gods themselves? So I cannot wait to dive into this book, to read it. And I just look at the map on the inside, guys. Like, books like these are amazing. So I am just thankful that there's more originality coming out from authors for books, because you kept seeing the same tropes, the same things over and over again. And honestly, it was getting boring. Okay, your girl was tired of reading the same things over and over. Who wants to do that? Nobody. All right, so I am very excited to get into this. Can't wait. All right, so the next book that I have for my September book haul is Forest of Souls. It's about a young girl who discovers in the midst of a tragedy that she has the power to guide souls. So she can either guide them back to their bodies or guide them to the next of beyond. So now she is in the midst of a war. There is a king who wants to use her power to help control the land, but there's also something else, something more deeper and sinister going on. Will she prevail and be able to possess and control this power that she is just now a king to, or is something more tragic going to befall her? I am excited to get into this book. I have seen some reviews about Forest of Souls. Unfortunately, it was like a mix. Some people liked it, some people didn't. But I'm hoping to dive into this book and see for myself if this is going to be a great read. And the Forest of Souls is exactly what it sounds like. It's a forest that is possessed by souls. So is it the forest itself, or is it just the souls that inhabit the forest? I'm not sure. But like I said, I can't wait to dive into this book. This cover is also beautiful. I love like the creepy, spooky nature of it all, so I may save this as one of my October reads. Halloween is just around the corner, and even with COVID going on, people are like, well, how are we going to do Halloween? Do it at home. You know, watch scary movies, do a marathon, buy tons of candy, eat it. I don't know, something of that nature. Do you want to do that? I'm talking to my fiance and he has his earphones in. Do you want to do that? Yeah. This is probably the plan of what we're going to do, is just stay in and watch a whole bunch of Halloween movies. He's like, yeah. All right, so the next book, guys, when I tell you, when I read the series, I was like, I have to have the next book, okay? So Adrienne Young is one of those authors that you cannot help but love, okay? Her books are amazing. And this Fable was one, I tried to get my hands on an advanced copy, but everybody was taking them, so I was like, it's okay, I'll wait. And Lord and behold, the book came out early, 4 days early, and I purchased it like last Friday. And of course I'm only showing it now because I was like brain dead of trying to do a whole bunch of other things, and I'm just like, okay, the book is out now, I have to have this on my September book haul. And here it is. It is a gorgeous cover, and look, there is a ship in her eye, and there is either a gem right here on the side of the spine. It's just a beautiful cover. I just love the artwork in this, and I'm excited to get into Fable. If you haven't heard about it, I'm sorry to say you've been living under a rock if you haven't heard about it. All right, sorry, but this book is like going to be fantastic. Okay, so to just get into this book just a little bit, we are introduced of a world made by a dangerous sea and those who wish to profit from it. A young girl must find her place to survive while her family is trying to survive in a world built for men, okay? So the daughter is the most powerful trader in the Narrows. The sea is the only home she has ever known. It's been 4 years since the night she watched her mother drown during an unforgiving storm. The next day, her father abandoned her on a legendary island filled with thieves and little food. To survive, she must keep herself safe, learn how to trust no one, and rely on the unique skills her mother taught her. The only thing keeping her going is the goal of getting off the island, finding her father, and demanding her rightful place beside him and his crew. All right. I am like, even beforehand, I already knew what the story was about, but reading it again, I am totally reinvested. Like, November read for sure. I already have my September books picked out. I was going to switch them out, but I said no, let me just stick to my plan. So November read for sure. If you guys haven't gotten into Fable or haven't bought Fable, it should be at your local bookstore. It's on Amazon, and you should be able to find it on Audible and Script as well. I just looked up Script and I just subscribed to them because they are legit. I'm about to get all the audiobooks. All right, so next on my list is Stardust. I am excited. Look how this glistens and glows, guys. I'm a sucker, if you haven't figured that out, for beautiful book covers, okay? Like, I don't even have to know what the book is about, and I will buy it. I will just legit buy it. I'll say, you know what? I'll figure it out later if I don't like it. Can I just get it for the cover? That's what does me in every single time. So this is a beautiful book, the front and the back and the spine's like, I don't know who's doing book covers nowadays. I really have to look that up because they are on point, and so many are getting creative in this. Like, you really have to, because some of the same book covers I see, especially with the mystery novels, you see the same ones: abandoned house, a forest, someone walking, someone in the sea, you know. But when you come to YA books, it's a different story. They all have a different look to them, and that's what I love about them so much. So we have Stardust here. And if you guys haven't checked this out, this is also all over Bookstagram. I'm not just getting books just because they're on Bookstagram. I'm getting them because of the reason why, you know, everyone is freaking out about them, because they're either so amazing and original and the story just really draws you in. They're well written and they actually give you something, which is one thing that like I said before, I want books to do. I don't just want to buy a book just to buy it. You know, even though I buy it for the beautiful book covers, I just want a book that has a well-developed story, intriguing characters, something that I can like, something that I can point out and really discuss about it. So I'm just happy to finally get my hands on books that I can do that with and share them with you guys. So Stardust, to say all that, is about a young girl who has silver light, and she is made of stars just like her mother. She has returned to her place in the constellation, and since that day, this young girl has been forced to hide. Because her 17th birthday is drawing near, the pull from the sky is growing stronger, so strong that she loses control and a flare of starfire burns her human father. Only an injury from a full star blood can heal her. Because she's half, she cannot heal her father, and so she has no choice but to answer the star song and ascend to the sky. But her celestial family has summoned her for a reason: to act as their human champion in a competition to decide the next ruling house of the heavens. So she has to play in this competition in order to save her father. So will she be able to do this? Is she prepared to face the dark side of history of her celestial side? Or will she be at the whims of the gods forever? So I am really excited to get into this. It reminds me, oh, what is that movie? I love that movie so much, about the girl who fell from the sky. She was a star. She was made up of a star, and I watched it all the time. Stardust. It's called Stardust, guys. All right, so this is what Stardust reminds me of. It reminds me of the movie Stardust. Could not think of the movie to save my life. All right, so of course, for those of you who don't know anything about the movie Stardust, I suggest that you look it up. It is a phenomenal movie. It is great, has lots of humor in it, lots of romance. And in here, it has the actors, Charlie Cox and Sienna Miller. So they are the two main characters in the movie Stardust. And let me see if I can pull up an image here. Probably won't show up well on my tablet, but okay, there we go. Yes. So it's Stardust, guys. Stardust. So Stardust was the movie that this book reminds me of, and I'm excited to dive into it. Although I love the movie Stardust, you know, there's a lot of differences between some certain themes. Like, you can either have something that works well for one thing and then doesn't work well for something else. So I am definitely going to do like parallels between these two forms to see if there are any like similarities, that any themes, any scenes that I might remember that's from the movie that might, you know, have translated into this book. Even though they are two different things written in two different periods of time, you never know if something may cross over, an idea, spark, something. So I'm definitely going to dive into this right after I finish this book. Probably be in November. I might do Stardust in November. That's what I'm thinking. So the next book that I have on my September book haul that everybody was raving about, and I'm just gonna say this right off the bat, I don't normally do vampire books because 1 Twilight, enough said, and 2 Vampire Diaries, again enough said, and 3 originals, again enough said. So with all of that unsaid, I decided to go ahead and purchase the beautiful, I know a lot of people love this book. I decided to get it because I just want to see what people are talking about. Did I want to do the Kindle version? Not really. I kind of wanted the book form just so I can take my time and read it, flip through the actual pages and see what this is about. So if you guys have heard about the book but you haven't actually dived into it like I haven't, then I'm just going to go over the synopsis really quick. So it's New Orleans, set in 1872, and the city is ruled by the dead. 17-year-old, why is it everything like starts with 17? Is that just this relatable for YA fiction? 17, 18? 17-year-old Celine, I'm not even gonna pronounce her last name, flees her life as a dressmaker in Paris. Taken in by the Sisters of the Covenant in the middle of a carnival season, Celine is quickly enraptured by the vibrant city, from its music to its fancy sources, and even its danger. She becomes embroiled in the city's glitzy underworld known as La Crue des Lions. Again, cannot pronounce stuff to save my life. Alright, so after catching the eye of the group's anemic leader Sebastian Saint Germain, that's a vampire name if I ever heard one, Sebastian Saint Germain. Not hating on it, just saying. When the body of a young girl from the Covenant is found in Sebastian's own lair, the second girl turns up dead in recent weeks. Celine battles her attraction to Sebastian and the suspicions about his guilt, along with the shame of her own horrible secret. Alright, got some mystery going on. After a third murder, why am I getting the whole book in the synopsis? Like, he could have stopped off at 2. Or he could have just said, you know, as the murders continue. I don't need the whole book in the synopsis, but alright. Celine becomes gripped by the terror of a serial killer on the loose, one who has now set Celine in his sights. As the murderer stalks her, Celine finally takes matters into her own hands, only to find herself caught in the midst of an age-old feud between the darkest creatures of the night, where the price for forbidden love is her life. Alright, so it's a sultry romance and thrilling mystery. Okay, so with that said, I am semi-excited to get into this book. Yeah. So, vampires is like another one of those cliches where you just get into and it's all like, you know, he's dark, brooding, ancient, more ancient than like your great-great-grandfather type ancient. And then there's, you know, the love and the romance that ensues, and then the heartbreak and the drama. So I'm just gonna try and see if I can get past a couple of pages. I don't know, I may end up liking it. This may be the actual first vampire book that I actually get into. You know, the second book of this is called The Damned, and it was just released maybe about like a month and a half ago. So I'm definitely going to try and see if I can get into that, but if not, then this is probably gonna be my only vampire book I ever get into. But like I said, we shall see. So on to the final book of my book haul. As you all know what it is, I don't even have to tell you. That is right, it is the most anticipated book of the fall season that everybody is raving about. Give me those honey buns. It is Blood and Honey. Okay, so I am excited about Blood and Honey. Why? Because Serpent and Dove was magnetic. It was everything I wished and hoped it could be, and it was amazing. Okay, I was drawn into the world. I was so drawn into the world. So I'm excited. And look at this book cover. I wanted the special edition, but unfortunately Fairy Loot wasn't doing that for people who weren't subscribed. Why? I don't want to pay a subscription just for one of the book box that I want. I know you're trying to adhere to your subscribers and how are they loyal customers. But come on, for those of us who don't have to put up that type of money, who want just this one book box to match the other glorious book that we got from y'all, can you please just have a single purchase? I really want the special edition with the gold pages, the beautiful special edition cover signed by the author, but it's okay. I digress. I have the book regardless. So I'm excited to dive into this. Blood and Honey. If you haven't read Serpent and Dove, go and read it because it's amazing. Okay, it's amazing. So I am, like I said, excited. This is definitely going to be one of my November reads. And I'm probably not going to do any arcs in November because I really want to get to some of my most anticipated fall reads. And then just focus on writing my blog, my reviews, because I'm a little behind on that. But anyway, yes. Okay, so that concludes my book haul for September. I did end up getting 2 books from Book of the Month because I still had their subscription. So one of the books that I got that I have the arc for is Haven Fall, because I got the second book, which is coming out next year, so I have the arc for that. And then the other one is just a nice little romance book set in like the 1800s, so I'll see how that is too. But thank you for joining me on the September book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed all the things that were said. I hope you guys check out some of these fabulous books that I was able to purchase from the bookstore, and let me know how you like the new fall reads that just came out. Our most anticipated one, Blood and Honey. I know some of y'all have already read it and are raving about it. What did you like the most? Drop that in the comments below and let me know. Spoilers, no spoilers, I don't really care because I'm going to read the book anyway and still be surprised. So, thank you guys, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Bye!